Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Star Revenge 2, Night of Doom. In the last episode, we finished off Course 5 and all of its brutal challenges. In this episode, we're gonna take on another brutal course. So, let's jump in. Seem familiar? Because this is Bowser's new Sky Palace. So Bowser 1 was Bowser's Sky Palace, so this is his new Sky Palace. And we're kind of trapped in this level. If we jump off the edge here, you just see, yeah, we're pretty low to the ground, but I think once we get out of this little purgatory, I think you'll begin to see where we really are. So for now, this is Bowser's new Sky Palace. So this level, as you can see, is heavily based on Bowser's Sky Palace, and unlike that first Bowser level, this definitely matches the difficulty of the levels around it. So like the first Bowser level, it was a challenge, but I mean, it wasn't that hard. Like, it definitely didn't hold a candle to the likes of Course 10 or Course 3. No, this Bowser level here can go up against some of the hardest stars in the second overworld. So, as you can see, we have some pretty brutal jumps already. And this is just the opening area, by the way. You have to do this part for every single star multiple times because, as you can see, you might be recognizing this place a little bit. And, but once we get outside, you'll definitely remember this place. So, yeah. We get across this little tunnel, a yellow tunnel that's pretty familiar. Well, we're almost on the outside. Maybe we'll see what this is once we get there. Maybe. I still have to make it to the outside. There we go. So, I guess let's see what this giant tower is. Why not? Seem familiar yet? This is essentially a remake of the first Bowser level. Yes, that's right. So, since the first Bowser level is basically entirely original, I guess Pro decided, it might as well make a doomy version of a doomed level. So, here we have, essentially, Kaizo Bowser 1. So, it's harder. A lot harder. It's more linear this time. So I'd argue that this level, it's more linear, but it's more complex, So there's this pipe. We don't take the pipe. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take the pipe, but we don't take the pipe. The pipe takes you to like a separate area, which is how we're going to get over here. But you could also get to where we're trying to go from the pipe, but instead we take this path. I've actually never gone to the pipe. So we get up here, and we see this giant red tower again. And this right here is the hardest jump in the level. So you get the metal cap, you jump up here, you line this up perfectly, and then you have to jump for that tiny ledge. And then you have to hurry up, get your angle right, and start doing wall kicks up here. Wow, I actually got that fucking first try, dude. That right there, that red tower, is the hardest part of this fucking shit. It is so difficult. It is actually insane. Alright, here we go. Nice. Actually landed on this box. That's another pretty challenging part. No, man, I fucking hesitated so much. I couldn't fucking get my double jump going. That is a really fucking dumb way to die right there. I 100% had it, and I just, was too nervous to get a good double jump going. That is the dumbest possible way to die right there. I pretty much got past every single hard part in the star. That's kind of annoying. But I will say that this level is very enjoyable. It's got some frustrating moments. It's definitely similar to the first Bowser level in that it has some pretty dumb things. So, to give you an idea of how this level's built right here, if you don't remember, the area that we spawn here is right next to where the side tower was in the original level. So remember how there was those lava pillars, and then we jump past those, and we went to the side tower. We went in the little hole. We climbed up. Then we went to this little alcove. That's what this is based on. So that's where we start, and then the rest of the level is based on the rest of the level, except there's no cap switch. So that's a little different. But you can definitely see the comparison. You can see a lot of the stuff that was there. Am I dead? Okay, that was really lucky right there. That guy 100% should have killed me, but he didn't. So, yeah, that was super lucky. I gotta say, though, this level's all about the practice, really. Bowser levels and pretty much any Kaizo hack are a lot about the practice, because Bowser levels and Kaizo hacks, usually pretty challenging levels, and this is no exception. This definitely makes the first Bowser level definitely look a lot easier. So it's nice to see a Bowser level that gives you a challenge. A reminder that this Bowser level is mandatory to beat the game, so like you might have saw in Course 10 and thought, wow, that looks really crazy, at least I don't have to do it to beat the game. But no, the path that we're going for the star is literally right next to the entrance to the boss. You have to do this to beat the game. So, yeah, it's pretty scary when stuff, because like, you can look at a star in this game and go, wow, that looks super hard. Good thing it's optional. Good thing I can just skip it and do another star. Do another easier star. But in this case, there is no alternative. There's no alternative here. And I'm dead. Cool. Why was my angle so weird there? I was definitely holding directly up, and somehow I got that weird angle. But yeah, so there's just no alternative here. You either do this level or die. And honestly, this is a cool level. It reminds me of the bonus worlds in Mario 3D World. Remember those? How it was like, oh, it's levels that you've played before, but they're harder. I really like that. And this is essentially that. This is basically that exact concept. I really like when fans take concepts that Nintendo does and essentially uses them in like their fan games. I really like one fan game called Mario Power Star Frenzy. It's one of the best fan games I've ever played. It essentially takes the collectathon aspect of 3D Mario and puts it with the the amazing level design. That fire bounce saved me, by the way. I was 100% going in the quicksand if that guy didn't fucking save me. But it combines the level design of 2D Mario and the platforming with the collectathon aspects and exploration of a 3D Mario. It's a super cool fan game. Because, like, fan games sometimes have a bad rep, because, like, a lot of them see as just, like, oh, some weird thing that a fan made, some weird fan who, spends all day in their basement or something made. But it's, like, it looks, instead of, like, oh, one guy who really likes Mario too much made this, it looks like this is just, like, a work of just love, I guess a labor of love. Also, getting out of these things can be exceptionally difficult, and they're all over the place in this level, because you need to hold a specific angle, but you still need to wall kick, so it's really precise getting out of those things, and you pretty much, you could probably rename this level to Bowser's Wall Jump Palace, because pretty much all the challenge in this level comes from really difficult wall kick sections. So, like, if you have not mastered the wall jump mechanics in this level pretty much forces you to. Which is an interesting idea, enforcing a skill in a Bowser level. But you pretty much have to use wall jumps to get anywhere in this level. And I know wall jumps are very prominent in this game, but, like, they're exceptionally prominent in this level. Like, pretty much any challenging section is just, like, has a wall jump in a way. You basically have to do wall jumps to get anywhere in this level, Like, literally the first thing, like, the best way to demonstrate it, the first thing you see when you enter the level is a little corridor where you're supposed to do wall jumps in to get out. And then more wall jumps. And then more wall jumps. Also, these little patches of quicksand can be exceptionally deadly in the lava, because you do get a bounce off them before dying immediately, so they aren't immediately a threat. But if you have momentum and bounce off the quicksand, you'll just fly off the platform. And then you'll land on more quicksand. Because to add insult to injury, unlike the first Bowser Sky Palace, where when you died, you just fell into a bottomless pit. It was it. Nothing graphic happened to Mario. In this game, instead of a bottomless pit, the bottom of the level is covered in quicksand. So not only do you just die when you fall down, it serves the same purpose, except you actually get to see Mario die this time instead of just fall into the endless abyss. You know, the whole too bad thing. I feel like the too bad thing is like in like newer Mario games when you die is like so like not really condescending, not really offensive either. It's just kind of like, oh, too bad. Nice. Yeah, that's one of the coolest saves that you can do there, by the way. You know. Oh, damn it. I did an awesome save right there by doing the quicksand ledge grab thing. And then I proceeded to miss that wall kick. Although, to be fair, that wall kick's actually really challenging because there's not a lot of depth perception. Yeah, so I fluked that red tower, died in a dumb way, and now you're getting to see the wrath of the red tower. The red tower is really challenging because there's a lot of things that can go wrong. The jump to it is incredibly precise and difficult, and you need to have that quicksand ledge jump back up, or else you're going to fail way more attempts than, you know, you need to. Not to mention, you also have to be fast because there's fire on the way up. The only way to dodge it is the metal cap. Not to mention, on top of that, you also have to, you know, be able to build up some muscle memory. So practice is pretty much needed. Because you need to build up muscle memory for the red tower since it's basically impossible to see Mario there. Unless you want to have, like, 4 frames to react to something, to hitting a wall. It's like here, you know, the wall is slightly obstructed, but you can still tell where the wall is. But on the red tower, you can't actually tell where the wall is. Which is interesting, you know, because you can't actually tell where it is the whole way up. And then you have to do one of those things where you jump outside of a little arc at the very end. This level's nuts, dude, but I like it. It's like, it's the kind of crazy where it's like, wow, this is super hard, but it looks doable. Like, you look at a level like Course 5, it doesn't really look, like, I'm pretty sure to, like, a normal person, it doesn't really look too doable. Like, a lot of the jumps, like, this course is more about, okay, like, once you find your way through, it's like, okay, I understand exactly how I'm supposed to do this jump, it's just that this jump's really hard. As opposed to something like Course 5 where it's like, I really have to think about this one. How am I going to approach this jump? Which techniques in my toolkit am I going to use? How am I going to jump at it? You know, what angle should I have? You know, what jump should I do? You know, do I need to follow up like a wall kick? You know, am I going to land on the slope? You know, it's one of those. But in this, it's like, okay, I clearly see what I have to do. I have to wait for the sniffet, ledge grab here, and then jump past, you know? By the way, you don't have to do it that fast, but it's arguably easier if you do it that fast. You can actually wait by the fire guy, and the sniffet won't target onto you, and also the fire won't hit you. It's just that it just so happens that going fast works. And also you need some momentum to get past that part. Yeah. This level's not short either, it's actually pretty fucking long. And there's unlike the first Bowser level, you know, once again, more differences from this to the first Bowser level. This one has some really hard red coins, like, really brutal red coins. I think Stan SM64 Addict, or just Stan SM64 now, he nicknamed the red coins Ridiculous Red Coins, and I think that's a really funny name. Oh, nice, actually made it up. Cool. Yeah. Usually when I hit the ceiling, I end up fucking up, because, like, I kind of, like, get in my own head almost. It's like, oh, fuck, I hit the ceiling, and now I'm gonna have to do more wall kicks. Wow, I'm alive. Okay, please don't die in a dumb way again. And I'm gonna have a straight angle, perfect. Okay, so, if I get up here... Actually, I'm pretty sure if you look, this is actually the wing cap area where the wing cap would be. So, you can wall jump between these two walls, but it's actually way harder than it looks because this is actually essentially a reflex angle here. So you actually have to, do a really precise angle. I personally find it easier to do this the intended way, where you trigger the fire, wall jump on his box, wall jump on the box above his box, and now you have to do this really dumb angle thing. Now, it is safe to get a firstie off that wall, and then if you don't get a firstie, you drop down there, and if you do get a firstie, wall jump off that wall. But that takes so long that I think it's just better to do this. Actually, I'm already lined up for this. Is that gonna make it? Oh my god, I actually made it. Okay. Almost there. Here we go. Alright, so I really don't want to die to this jump right here. Nice. That jump's easy, it's just kind of scary. Alright. Let's not die to this Chuckya. It's pretty hard to die to the Chuckya, but you can. Get over here. Alright. And now, some epic lava bounces to the end. Whoa, watch out. That was a little scary. Whoa, this is scary. Okay, one last thing. That pipe is the pipe to the boss. But... yes! Oh my god! I actually got it. Let's fucking go, dude. Alright, we got it. We actually did it. Alright, let's get the second star here. So, you know, if you've, played, well, you would have to play the first Bowser level to get here. If you remember that level, we had to do, there was a star, once we got past the fire pillars, there was another star there. That was pretty interesting. I don't think I'm going to get a third star in this episode, by the way, because I'm just going to get these two. So, basically, the episode plans. This level has 6 stars and a key. So, in this episode, we're going to get 2 stars, because these last 2 videos have been super long, and I just want a short one for you guys. And secondly, the next episode, we're going to get 3 stars here. And then the last episode of this course, we're going to get the red coins and the key. So, that's how I'm going to structure this Bowser level. So, this is essentially your sneak peek into everything this Bowser level has to offer. We're not necessarily seeing too much of, well, we're pretty much getting a nice tour of the level right there. We actually made it to the top. There's one more star that's near there, but like I said, I want this video to be short, and thankfully it's gonna be short. So yeah. But, yeah. I hope you like this fucking level, because I sure as hell do. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I really like levels like this, where it's just, the same thing, but harder. That's why I really like, all the nostalgia and Kirby games, I know it's kind of I love anything that's a callback. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic games, I still played some of them, the older ones. And I really like Sonic Mania, and I really like, Kirby games now, because Kirby games, well, I've always liked Kirby games, but Kirby games now have tons of fan service, and it's awesome. So, this star is basically the same thing as that last one we just got, it was in a little hidey hole. Only this time, instead of being at the very end, instead it's at the 1/3 point. So this is actually a smaller hole to get into, but to make up for it, it's easier to reach in level. So right there, that is our sneak peek into Bowser 2. I don't think we really need to see much more of the level. Next episode, we're going to get 3 more stars there. So with that being said, I will see you guys next time, where we continue this Bowser 2 journey. I'll see you guys then. Bye.